Rusty Wallace also has damage on the Miller Lite Ford. He's, I think, in the pits on the backstretch.
So the caution flag comes out for the first time today on lap number 7 as a 3 or 4 car crash in turn number 1 has slowed the field. There is the damage to Rusty Wallace, and you're right, Benny, pretty significant there on the right side. And
Todd Bodine, who's driving the Caterpillar car for David Green in relief of him this week, he comes down pit road also with some damage.
And Earnhardt also has his car on pit road.
You saw there Todd Bodine go behind the wall. Here's the replay.
And we see the 96 car blowing an engine, going in the corner, puts oil or moisture on the racetrack, and all these cars go in there with no place to go, hit that oil, almost like Dale Jarrett did last year, going for the million, Ned.
Similar type situation, same turn, different numbers on the turn this year.
It's our second caution of the afternoon. It comes out on lap number 109. Jeff Purvis scraping the wall in turn number 4. And Ernie Irvin is showing significant damage, and he wasn't the reason for the caution.
They told me that Jeff Purvis, who hit the wall there, trying to come to pit road, but hit the racetrack on the pit road in front of Ernie Irvin. Ernie had to take evasive action on that gravel, and Ned and I talked about that sand, trying to enter pit road. He spun the Havoc Texaco Ford, backed it in the fence, also hit it with the nose of the car. We could see heavy damage to the car. Jerry Punch?
Indeed, what was going to be a break for Ernie Irvin not to lose a lap because of the caution coming out now becomes somewhat of a nightmare. They began to beat and bang on the right front fender, the right rear, the left rear is banged in, the left front. Folks, the driver's side door and passenger side door are unscathed. Otherwise, all 4 corners of the car are being banged up. 4 tires flat. They changed the right side tires, and now they'll have to pry. So they managed to get a jack under the left side of the car. Left front is off. They're banging. That's Raymond Fox now banging with his fist, trying to pull out some of the sheet metal on the left front fender. They already had the left rear tire on, haven't full of fuel. They're looking now, trying to survey damage in the right rear of the car. Having trouble getting the left front tire on. They said, Ernie, cut the wheel to the left. Cut it to the left. And what it is the fender is buckled in and can't get the tire up on the wheel. They throw the sledgehammer down. They said, turn it more and more left, more left. Now he turns it and gets the tire and wheel on. They're saying, here comes the pace car, and Ernie heads back to turn 1.
He didn't make it.
No, he ran the stop sign. It was clearly showing red, and he went through it.
Up in turn number 1 is Jeff Purvis again.
Oh, and we got several cars behind him piling into each other.
Caution is out. Everything looks good. 495 by you.
Steve Wilson.
25 car hit you.
And John Andretti has suffered a major damage to his RCA car.
Serious damage, you're right. Very serious damage to the RCA car.
All sides.
So once again, the caution comes out here for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Still running, John?
Tony Burr asking John.
Still running?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, Tony. Stop. That thing hit pretty hard in the front.
Here's what started it. Here's Jeff Purvis up in the very corner. Let's go down the corner. He's going to go up and hit the wall, into the wall, as the cars behind him start slowing down and checking up because of the caution flag. Then when the crash really starts.
That's Andretti up against the wall, Craven to his inside, and Steve Grissom behind. And this should be exciting on board with Ricky.
That guy had a tough year this year.
He sure has. John Kernan.
Ricky Craven is in a lot of sheet metal damage on the left side. This is not the first time this year they're actually having problems getting the car and the jack under the car. Not the first time that this car has been involved in a crash. Remember it in Atlanta, that hard T-bone and the Jet Musgrave? This is that car. And now the left side's changed, and they'll be sending it back out short. Let's go to Dr. Jerry Punch. Mark.
Inside wall hit. There we see Mike Skinner sitting there talking to the crew, telling them what happened.
There's debris on the racetrack. Big piece of metal laying just before you get to the start-finish line. Coming down now, taking the caution for the 4th time this afternoon.
I don't see Skinner moving around because they got Bristol last week. They carried it from there. It was okay, but here we see the 40 car. Robbie Gordon getting alongside 31. They come off the corner. And Robbie Gordon comes up, just touches the 31 car and turns him directly into the fence. Ned, watch.
Yeah, he's going to hit it head on. Look at him. Wow.
Man, oh man.
And so both Childress cars have had problems.
Yes. Ooh, and Hutt's still loose, and they make contact, and that's what caused the wreck.
And it looked like Derek Cope ran into the back of Ward Burton.
Mass is involved there, the 75 car, the 1 car looks like Lance Hooper.
And Lake Speed did not, in fact, get a lap back.
This is off of corner number 2 down the backstretch. Rick Mass sitting there along with the 1 car driven by Lance Hooper.
There was a 3rd car involved too, I believe, Bob. We'll check out and see who that was here in a moment.
I think Lance Hooper ran into the 75 car, the Remington car. But anyway, the safety truck is there to check on the 2 drivers.
I could have been mistaken.
I think there was a 3rd car, Ned, involved. But I think he was not, his car not injured. Is that a fire? I guess he started it up.
Well, here it is in progress. And the 78 car there. No, he got out in front of it. That's the 3rd car that I saw. Yep. Gary Bradbury.
Lance Hooper in his 5th NASCAR Winston Cup start. And his afternoon comes to an abrupt end off corner number 2.
And we see Mast is spinning back up in the corner as he comes back across the racetrack. And Lance Hooper says, well, it's closed on the bottom. Well, but when he got there, they absolutely met head on. And then Hooper into the inside wall.
Just came out.
Don't you love it when plans come together?
And that's something. Jimmy Spencer, the reason for the caution. It's the 7th one of the afternoon, and it comes out on lap 211. Here is the reason we are under caution. Lake Speed, Ted Musgrave, turn 4.
Come off the corner. And Musgrave gets awfully high, but unfortunately not high enough because Lake Speed gets to the left rear. And around goes a 16 car, and Ricky Rudd comes along. He gets, Jeremy Mayfield hits the 9. The 9 hits Ricky Rudd, and the 16 hits the wall. Is that about the way it was, Ned?
That's the way it was to me. Okay, here it is again. Musgrave up high. Looks like his car might slip a little bit. Well, it does there, certainly. Once the 9 car touches it, don't know if he slipped before that or not. And here comes Ricky Rudd trying to dive to the inside. But the 37, as you said, clips the 9, and the 9 clips the 10.
So the rear bumper is torn off of Ricky Rudd's car. And we have a crash at turn 4.
Gets by, but yeah, I think really go high and do it.
Fun to watch this incident involving Ward Burton and the leaders.
And they're just driving into a cloud of smoke. They all turn left because they don't see any smoke down there and barely get by Ward Burton. Wow.
From another angle.
See there, Dale Jarrett slows down, almost gets hit in the back by Jeff Burton as he apparently saw what was happening up there, and he slowed down. And he and Jeff Gordon go to the left, and Jeff Burton stays back there and goes high.
Let's ride along with Jeff Gordon and see what he sees, which is about nothing.
He saw absolutely nothing.
Contact between the 99 and 88. Listen.
1,000 times 1,000. Or perhaps you can better understand in these terms.
There you go. Look at it. Oh,
comes off of the fourth corner. Jeff Burton will make a challenge